15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. Give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
It's surprising that Indianapolis is Yannick Ngakoue's 5th team in the last 4 seasons. He's never had fewer than 8 sacks and 2 forced fumbles in a year, producing everywhere he's been.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. There's the stiff arm. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Lawrence will throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this down. Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. To throw again on second down. Lawrence flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, right back to Etienne. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Draw play, Etienne. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now they're 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence right there. Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Chenault, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Chenault that capped it all off. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Play action, Ryan. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 39 yards yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Lawrence on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The numbers for Jones a week ago: 8 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
A give running right, Etienne. He'll get this down to the 38. The Jaguars had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 105 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Ryan on first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Colts. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
ETN up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire, all the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way, and he kept calling the plays that were working over and over, and they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? 1st and 10, Taylor now. Uses the stiff arm. Oh, another great move. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Ryan. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. to Sam.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. He'll get this to about the 38. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Lawrence to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They go play action with Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run with Etienne. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10. At their own 12-yard line. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that's going to push him back half the distance. To throw is Ryan. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, he's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the two-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield now, here's Ryan. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. On second down, it's Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Ryan. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw again is Ryan. Touchdown! Kiki QT. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have moved out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coaches are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Just miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. I'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, that sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On 1st down, Ryan. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. His guys are out on top as we get you back up to Jacksonville. Standing by once again, here's Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 44, Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On second down, a run with Etienne. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Lawrence on third down. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a 2nd down and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence buying time to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. Able to pick up a 12 yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Remember today they've had issues in the kicking game. Maybe that came into play there.
That goes into your analytics. You know, people always talk about should you, shouldn't you, what are the numbers? Well, part of your analytics is knowing your team. And with the issues they've had in the kicking game so far, the better play, keep your offense on the field and go for it, and that's exactly what they did. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Etienne up the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Lawrence heads off, and Ryan Santoso, the field goal unit, on now for the Jacksonville field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Up and good for Santoso. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return, it's Rodgers. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 44, Ryan. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
First down catch from Michael Pittman Jr., and he really played like the guy the Colts thought that they were drafting in 2020 in the 2nd round. How about 88 catches, 1,082 yards, 6 touchdowns, all were more than double than what he posted as a rookie.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 103 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
To the right side, this is Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Shaquille Griffin is the one who stuck him for the loss there.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Kiki QT with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Play action. Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On 1st down, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And here's Rodgers on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Locates ETN along the sideline. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Lawrence going to throw again. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, He's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 36, Lawrence gets this quickly to Ingram. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Again, it's Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Look at Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, You're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Santoso now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So it's a win here for the Colts. And the man driving this offense was the former league MVP, and that's Matt Ryan.
Yeah, there's no question who the star of this game was. What a performance throwing the football. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes. That's quarterbacking at an elite level.
So for Indianapolis, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.